Hey yo, what is up? This is the Epomaker Galaxy70, and in this video I'm going to show you what's up with all the new keyboards coming into the market all at once. There's good news and there's bad news, but in the end it's us consumers that will benefit from all the choices and variety, not to mention the price war that's raging out there right now. Now, I've seen all aluminum keyboards starting at $89, fully assembled and kitted out with all the bells and whistles. Even custom keyboard enthusiasts are jealous of. Now, Epomaker is one of those brands leading this charge and bringing incredible value for money with these kinds of keyboards, fully built keyboards that are packed with full functionality, and on top of that you also get great looks, great finishing and matching high quality keycaps. As you can see now, 2 weeks ago I got to review the Tide 75, also an Epomaker product that is like also a 75% layout with the function row and the control keys. With this Galaxy70, you're getting a more symmetrical design where the arrow keys and the bottom row is like aligned, and it gives it a slightly more cleaner look, I suppose. This one, you can see the arrow keys are kind of like lower. I think they call this the exploded whatever, 75%, and this one not exploded. I don't know the terminology here, but they both look great. The first thing that stands out on this keyboard is the color and finish, and it comes in 3 options: a black, a gray, and this one is blue. This keyboard is all aluminum and powder coated with a tough finish. Weighing at 1.8 kilos, that's 4 pounds. You cannot take your eyes off this beautiful color and the quality finish. And it's paired with this gorgeous gradient keycaps, not only double shot PBT but also measures 1.6 millimeters thick, just in case if there's any uncertainty here. Just a random key, 1.59. Well, the thick keycaps, it's not like a really big deal, but when you put it all together, it does give you that creamy, talky sound, and the keycaps is like one of those improvements that they made that contributes to this sound. It also has this side printed shine through lettering that is a major improvement from the old Tide 75. When I say old Type 75, I mean the Type 75 from last month. It is a slight improvement because the Tide 75 was a little bit difficult to see under the RGB lights. If you notice, the print is kind of different on the Galaxy 70, and the Tide 75 is slightly different kind of font as well. The Tide 75 has more of a gamery kind of font. If you look closely, the font is kind of like space age gamery look, while the Galaxy 70 more of a traditional looking font, which is also pretty cool. Both are nice. It depends on what your preference is. The brightness of the RGB lettering, even with my overhead lights, you can clearly see this RGB lights, and this is on the lowest setting, which is what I wanted to share with you. The lowest setting on the Galaxy 70, lowest brightness, is almost as bright as the brightest setting on the Tide 75. Just check it out, let me show you. This is the lowest setting on the Tide 75. You can hardly see it. Now I'm going to bring it up to maximum. That's maximum brightness on the Tide 75. This is the minimum brightness on the Galaxy 70, and that's the maximum brightness. So now we're maximum brightness and maximum brightness. You can clearly see that the Galaxy 70 is significantly brighter. And now it doesn't make a lot of difference to you if you are in an environment where you don't have a bright overhead light, but if you did have a bright overhead light, the extra bright RGB lighting is very useful. Now, of course, being a modern keyboard, it means the Galaxy 70 works in tri-modes. This means wired, Bluetooth, and 2.4 Hertz. There's a simple on and off switch at the back of the keyboard. That's about it. When you turn it off, you use it in wired mode. When you turn it on, you either use it on 2.4 or you do the combination keys for the pairing of your Bluetooth. You know, Q, W, E is your usual one. And the dongle is also hidden away in the front tab that is held in place magnetically. It's pretty cool and functional. It keeps your dongle safe. When you slide it out, it just pops off and your dongle is ready to go. When you want to store it away, just put it back there. It is stuck here magnetically, even though it's like kind of loose, but it's actually held in there. There is magnets holding it there, so it's not easy to pop off. And then the cover, you just snap it back, push that thing in, snap back the cover. The cover is also magnetic, held in there magnetically, so it's pretty cool. A couple of combination keys, of course. Activate your Bluetooth or toggle your RGB light. To toggle your different designs, you just function enter to swap over to different kind of RGB settings. The usual stuff, nothing too spectacular about that. You can even check your battery level if you hold down the function and spacebar. Yeah, when it's full, it's on level 9, and then it gradually goes down. If you have RGB lights on all the time, 3 days, something like that, it'll last, which isn't the best. But if you want to save your battery, of course, you turn off the RGB lighting and you will go on for weeks without it. And I also mentioned earlier that the 82 pieces of thick RGB keycaps, they are sitting on top of some very special switches. And these switches are, unfortunately, I pulled them out because they're stuck first time pulling it out, but works out well for me. These are Huano Blossom Odyssey switches. Yes, this is the same Huano that makes the popular mechanical mouse switches. These switches are made with polyketone, POK, or POK for the upper housing and stem, while the lower housing is PA66. Now, the POK material is up to 14 times more durable than your regular POM materials that are quite common nowadays with all the top keyboards. Everybody's talking about POM switches, but POK is, I would say, even better because of its properties, its extended life. The material itself has got very low friction properties, resulting in an ultra smooth typing experience. Because of that extra smoothness, that is why you get a little bit more longevity with the POK material. Also, you get very low noise output. Combine these properties with like 5 layers of sound dampening materials like the Poron foam, IPXE pads, PET pad, EMDP pad. I picked this off from the website, of course. I don't know what all these mean, but they're all like rubber, plastic, foamy material that is layered and sandwiched that makes the acoustic sound very marbly and pleasant to the ears. Now, lastly, the switches are sitting on hot swappable south facing LED plate gasket mounted with flex cuts. Now, you notice that the flex cuts give you this bouncy gasket typing experience. A lot of people say that flex cuts give you uneven bounciness, but in my experience with this keyboard, they all feel pretty uniform to me. Maybe the ones on the edges are not as soft as the ones in the middle, but I wouldn't have any complaints about the flex cuts in all truthfulness. The Galaxy70 is $99. You're paying for a bit of higher quality than other options out there. The powder coat finish is very, very handsome, and the keycaps are thick and very good quality. The side print, in my opinion, is slightly better than the Tide 75, and the RGB lighting is twice as good because it is twice as bright. So this is the end of the video. I'm going to leave you with the typing sound. Thanks for watching, and I will leave you and see you on the next video. Bye bye. Now, to give you some reference, I'm going to leave you with a typing test of the Tide 75. All right, see you.